Hello kids. Today we will start with our next block, which is block number 7, that is 2D shape. So in this session we will learn different 2D shapes and also we will discuss their features or properties. We will learn the use of dot paper and also we'll see how we can make different figures from tangram pieces. So let's begin. So what are 2D shapes? What are 2D shapes? Well, most of the things that we see around us are made up of different shapes. We can find shapes in building, road signs, food, people and so on. So 2D shapes are the shapes which are flat. We can find 2D shapes in pictures and many objects around us. Now, few examples of 2D shapes are given on the screen. The first one is called a square. Second one is called a triangle. And the third one is called circle. Can you name the fourth one? Yes, it's a rectangle. Good. So, I hope this is clear that how we can just look at the shape and tell their name. Now coming to the next is your worksheet S1. This is something which is very easy. Just go through the questions, try these questions yourself. Now coming to next is features of 2D shapes. Now each 2D shape looks different. Most 2D shapes have sides and corner. Some 2D shapes have diagonals also. Now diagonals, what are diagonals? Well, diagonals are the lines joining the opposite corner of a shape. For example, we have a square here on the screen. Now diagonals are what? Diagonals are line joining the opposite corners. So can you see the opposite corners? How many corners are there in a square? Corner 1, corner 2, corner 3, corner 4. So 4 corners are there, right? And when we draw a line from one corner to its opposite corner, so this line is called diagonal. Okay? Now, coming to the properties of square, a square has 4 equal sides, 4 corners and all the sides are of same length. Okay, side 1 is equals to side 2 and side 3 equals to side 4. So all the 4 sides, side 1, side 2, side 3 and side 4s are equal, and yes, there are 4 corners. And how many diagonals? Can you tell? Let's see. One diagonal by joining the opposite corners, and similarly the second diagonal by joining the another 2 opposite corners. Okay, so in total we have 2 diagonals in a square. Now let's see the next shape. Oh, it's a triangle. Well, in a triangle we have 3 sides. We have 3 sides. Side number 1, side number 2 and side number 3. So we have 3 sides. And how many corners? Corner 1, corner 2 and corner 3. So 3 corners we have. And what next? Do you think there is any diagonal possible? No. Why? Because there is no opposite corner to any of the corners. See, if this is point 1 or corner 1, can you find any corner which is opposite to this corner? No. So, as there is no opposite corner, so there is no diagonal. Okay. Now coming to the next is rectangle. Now, just tell me, what do you think? How many sides and corners are there? Yes, right. 4 sides. Side number 1, side number 2, side number 3 and side number 4. Now, as you can see, the opposite sides are equal, right? So, in a rectangle, we have 4 sides and how many corners? 4 corners. So, we have 4 sides and 4 corners, and the opposite sides of the rectangle are always equal. Now, coming to the diagonals, how many diagonals are possible? See, one corner to its opposite. One diagonal, this corner to its opposite. Two diagonals. So in total, I can say that in rectangle, 2 diagonals are possible. So 4 side, 4 corner and 2 diagonal. Okay. Now coming to the next shape is circle. Do you think there is any side or there is any corner in a circle? No. A circle has no sides and no corners. Now, just try this yourself. It's a kind of puzzle. So, the first puzzle is, I have one side. My side is curved. I have no corners. Can you predict the shape? Yes, it's a circle where I don't have any corner, right? Coming to the next is, I have 4 sides. My sides are all equal. All equal sides. It must be a square. Coming to the next, I have 3 sides. 3 sides. Wow, it's a triangle. My sides are straight and I have 3 corners. So yes, it's a triangle. Now coming to the last is, I have 4 sides. My opposite sides are equal and I have 4 corners. So this is rectangle. So now kids, I hope the different features of 2D shapes are clear to all. So if this is clear, then next worksheet or homework is your homework. Okay, just try S2 yourself and let me know if you face any problem while solving this. Now coming to the next is to use lines or curve to draw 2D shapes on a dot paper. Can you see these dots? These dots? Yes. Now the interesting thing is that using these dots we can draw any 2D shape. Any 2D shape like? We can draw any square, any rectangle, any triangle, right? And also we can draw many 2D shapes or many flat shapes with different number of sides. Like we can draw a rectangle with 4 sides and also a shape with 5 sides. So a shape with 5 sides and 5 corners is called a pentagon. Okay. And also we can draw a shape of 6 sides and 6 corners, 7 sides and 7 corners also, and 8 sides and 8 corners also. So let us understand this with the help of an example. So here is the example. Draw a shape with 5 sides and 5 corners on a dot paper. Okay. Check if the shape has sides of equal length or not. So let us do it. Choose any 5 points on the dot paper. Any 5 points on the dot paper which are not in a line. Okay, so the step one will be choose any 5 dots that are not in a line. So I'm choosing it. One. Let me use another pen. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so my first step is done. Okay, now coming to the second step is draw lines joining the dots to form a shape with 5 sides. So let us join the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Can you count the number of sides? Yes, 5 sides are there. Okay, so measure the sides of the shape to check if all the sides are equal or not. So you can use any ruler for this. Take a ruler and just try to measure the sides of the shape which you have drawn using the dot paper. So a shape like this with 5 sides and 5 corners is called a pentagon. Similarly, if there are 6 sides and 6 corners, then it is called hexagon. Okay. Now, if this is clear that how we can use lines or curve to draw 2D shapes on a dot paper, then I'm very much sure that homework, which is your S3, this you can do easily by your own. Okay, just try this yourself and let me know if you face any problem in this. Yes, so coming to the next is forming shapes using tangrams. Okay, now let us understand what is here in tangram. Now a tangram is basically a Chinese puzzle. Okay, it is a Chinese puzzle. It is made up of 7 pieces that are put together to form many shapes. Among these 7 pieces, there are 2 big triangles. Can you see 2 big triangles? Triangle 1 and triangle 2. 2 big triangles. 2 small triangles. Can you find 2 small triangles? 1 and 2. Right? And 1 medium sized triangle. This is your medium sized triangle. 1 square and 1 more 4-sided shape. So 1 square and 1 more 4-sided shape. So basically a tangram is a Chinese puzzle and it is made up of 7 pieces. Okay. Now this piece which you can see here, something like this, is called a parallelogram. I'm drawing it again for you. Kind of this shape. This particular shape is called a parallelogram. Okay, and a parallelogram is neither a rectangle nor a square. Okay, now you must be thinking, what is the use of this? Well, we can draw or make different shapes using these tangram pieces. Now, coming to the first step is use all or some of the 7 pieces for making different shapes. Don't worry, I will be showing you the example for this. Then second is the pieces must touch. Each and every piece should be in touch. Okay, the third step is the pieces must not overlap. Okay, so let's see. Now here is something interesting for you. Can you see all these pieces getting arranged and forming different shapes? So we can form many shapes of different objects. We can form animals also. We can form a human by just using these 7 pieces of tangram. Okay, so you can try this at home. Just cut the similar pieces and try to make different things like house, rabbit, dog, swan, cat, and fish by your own. Just try this and share the pics with me. So if this is clear, so I hope S4 will be easy for you. Now S4 is your homework, and again if you face any problem while solving S4, you can just tell me in the next session. Okay? Thank you.